So the main point of this particular device is really take our safety presentation to the next level. Obviously, we do interaction with the students in all ages with the bucket trucks. Our line guys do an excellent job of really presenting in a visual sense what they do. However, if you get down to it, how can we better approach electrical safety? And this is exactly what this does, really from a very visual standpoint. It looks like the neighborhoods the kids live in or any adults live in, and the wow factor of what the electricity is doing in a safe space gives them the intensity of what they will see in the real world.
So what we have, when you look at a utility pole, you can say the most dangerous part is going to be higher up. If you can't reach it, there's a reason, because the voltage is obviously not for human contact. When you see a secondary line, it usually looks what we see with that black insulation. That is basically a protective line, because humans are going to be more in contact with these areas. If you look on the side of a house, you put a ladder up there and paint it, where's that line? Pretty much right where you are. So there's an insulation level, but you can never guarantee that that is a protection from the electricity. There's still enough voltage in there to cause harm to an individual. A lot of times the weather will deteriorate the insulation. We've had many people, several or whatever, that have come in contact with those lines and lost their lives because their ladder slid over and came in contact. It has the appearance of safety, but there was a fray in the insulation. So it obviously caused an issue. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you a little bit with my people here of what can happen and how power is transferred. Call before you dig, right? And what that does is they're going to come out and put those pretty little paint lines everywhere and tell you where not to touch. Well, Elizabeth didn't do that because you're too busy. So she just wants to get that azalea bush in there. What this represents here, this little area, is the hole that she's dug, and basically she's about to hit a primary line. So and when she does that, look what happens. So once she touches that, obviously it's in the shovel here. She's not touching the shovel. Is she injured? No, the shovel's energized, but it's not touching her. But as soon as it gets close, you can see how it's finding that path to ground and jumping over to her. So it's not always about whether you're in contact with something. It could be the surrounding area. If there's a fallen line, there's moisture in the line could be here. It could be a wet ground. That energy is going to travel. So you can be energized whether you come in contact with it or not. Let's say John's protected. He's wearing insulated everything. He's got the gloves, he's got the boots. He looks like he's ready to go fishing, wading, or something in the pond. He's so protected. What's going to happen now? This plastic here, this represents insulation. What do you think is going to happen now when John walks up insulated? Will he be illuminated? No. Why won't he be illuminated if we just saw him get zapped by the tractor? Okay. Is he as bright as he was before? No. There's still energy going through him. He's going to get tingly feeling, but he's not getting that full zap because it's not finding a full ground. Now this right here is 7,500 volt rated, so I'm perfectly fine and good. Maybe the boots he has on just protect him enough where he's getting that energized, but he's still fine. Maybe it incapacitates him or something. So what happens with Elizabeth? Elizabeth, you're giving. You care, right? So what are you going to do? You see this happen. What are you going to do? You're going to come over and help, right? What'd you say?
We're going to wait.
You're going to wait. That's smart. You're going to wait and be like, I don't know what's going on, but for some reason he looks like a light bulb right now. That's probably the concerning part. So you're going to walk over and you're going to be like, let me pull you out of the way. And as you see the path of least resistance, because he's not grounded, the energy that starts way over here now passes through Ja into Elizabeth because she completes the ground. You want to separate yourself from the energy, but how do you do it? Has anyone heard of the rabbit hop besides the two people this morning? You were there this morning too? No, but you've heard of the rabbit hop? What's the point of the rabbit hop?
So that way, so say there was power coming down and you were in like a wet spot or something, you don't want to walk like this because then if you step in a spot that is electrified, it'll travel through your body.
Exactly. What he's saying is basically, if I'm here, I'm one single point of contact for the energy. It doesn't recognize the ground per se. When I do this, I've now completed the circuit where, like you have a neutral and a hot. This is my neutral, this is the hot, power will come up and energize you. So what you want to do is the bunny hop. literally to keep you together. You're one point of contact, not 2 points. The other part is the shuffle. They're real quick. So those are extreme situations where you think there might be energy, you need to get away, and you're going to do the fastest shuffle you can ever do, the bunny hop as fast as you can do. You want to get away from that direct energy and put space between, only in extreme circumstances. This represents basically the flesh on human and when it comes to contact. And again, what we have here is our primary, this is our ground. If I'm up here right here, there's nothing going on. Birds sitting on all the day. But if I come in contact, you see that? It will light you up. So what this represents is you can see how quickly that can catch on fire. And we have that a lot of times that happen where the tree will fall on the line and immediately do that right there and catch on fire.